Hi Aquarius, I decided to record and extend it for this video, okay, because I do see some type of shift happening with your soulmate. This could be either the cross watcher, or this could be the Capricorn, but there is a shift. Somebody is ready to make some type of communication, in regards to a commitment or a relationship here. As you can see, we got these two tens right next to each other here. We have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Somebody is shifting and healing from the Ten of Swords here, from some type of separation here, and they want a commitment, they want fulfillment and happiness. They no longer want to feel sad. So there has been a shift. So when I see progression, I look at numerology here. We have an 8 here. This is a really good number here to get into future potential, because it talks about progress, growth, talks about foundation stability. Here with the wands, this refers to fast action and communication. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify the 8 of Wands here. 8 of Wands is clarified, okay? So for the 8 of Wands, we're clarifying with the Tower moment here. This talks about an inevitable change here. The Tower moment is usually linked to some type of event, but you know, some type of disastrous event or something, some type of upheaval, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. And sometimes those type of events, those big events, are catalysts that we need to provoke change, okay, or induce change. Here we have the Hangman. This person, what this is saying is that there was a tower and this person had a chance to, they isolated themselves, but they also had a chance to reflect on the past, on what they did, and they made a judgment call here. They made a judgment call and they decided that they want this relationship to work, because as you can see here, in the heart of the matter, we have a 4. So this is related to anyone with the life path number 4. How you get your life path number, what you do is you add up your birth month, your birth day, and your full birth year, okay? So for example, let's say you add all the numbers up and you get a 23. Then you add those two numbers up to get the number 5. Okay, so in this example, I should have said 22. You add 2 plus 2 is 4, and then that would give you your life path. Not only do I use numerology, I use the astrological sign. So basically, Aquarius, the Emperor is crowning the reading because this is talking about control. Okay, this is about someone trying to control everything in the relationship, or they were trying to control the outcome of a relationship here. This could also be somebody feeling like they're embodying the energy of the Emperor, where they want structure. They want a relationship that's built on a strong foundation, because 4 talks about foundations. They want solid. They want stability here, and this is their desire. This is the desire for a commitment. Okay, and then in the heart of the matter, they're stuck at a crossroads, and they're feeling like if you don't give them the commitment, either the Aquarius or the cross watcher, they're making a decision to cut you out, and they're making a decision to leave this relationship behind. That is the heart of the matter, being stuck with a choice. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? So when they made the decision, that they wanted to stay, and they want a commitment. Okay, they know that they love you. They know that they're being stubborn with the Emperor energy. The 4 energy can be, he has a stubborn side, or it could just be wanting to be in control of everything. Okay, being in control of their emotions, are not really just, not the emotions per se, but being in control on what they're going to allow to hurt them, because it's a fear. It's a fear. It's a defense mechanism. They run because they're avoiding you because they don't want to get hurt. Okay, or they don't know how to process their emotions here. But what that did was, being defensive here has caused this energy here. Okay, there was like I said, they were reluctant. Now, but being reluctant, they found that their life has become dull without you. They feel unmotivated without you here, and unimaginative. because you brought the joy they needed in their life, and they became this here. They became sad. They started to feel like, wow. And this is saying that they backstabbed themselves. They put themselves in that energy, not necessarily you. Okay, so let's clarify. So there's a tower moment being presented. This is talking about a catalyst. It is showing up in the future potential, even though I feel like the tower moment may have already happened, but that may not be the case. This may be another tower moment, and that is going to really be the catalyst for change. So this is this person wanting to do all of this stuff. We have swords, we have wands. Swords, the core of the matter is this is someone thinking here. They're making a decision here. They want to make a judgment call here because this is in the past. And this is the future column here. So this is saying that they're thinking about what they want to do in the future. This is the present, and in the core of the matter here, in the present, now they're close to making this decision. In the future here, this is the future potential. This is the underlying issue. What's the underlying issue? They want this relationship. What's the problem? Fears. They're afraid of this here. Okay. This is the past. This is what happened in the past, and they're afraid that that will happen again. The potential future is communication. This is someone coming towards you, wanting to communicate, and they're afraid of a tower moment. This could be predicting a tower moment because, like I said, they haven't been talking to the other party. Aquarius, you haven't been talking to the cross watcher or vice versa. So they're a little pissed. You guys are a little pissed. Like, you haven't talked to me. You ghosted me. You ignored me. So there may be a tower moment. Oops, look. Okay, the cards exploded. And what this is talking about is after the tower moment, there's going to be some illumination. Okay, somebody's going to tell you about yourself, and you're going to really think about that, and you're going to be illuminated. As you can see, he has the halo around. And illumination means that now you see things clearly. You've been, everything is clear, and now you can make a decision on how you want to move forward. So let's see what the outcome is going to be. Okay, give me an outcome or clarify the hangman. Clarify the hangman, please. So we'll see here, and I might pull some cartomancy. Give me an outcome, please. Oops, y'all, I'm just shuffling like a crazy person today. The cards are sticking. When that happens, that means there's a lot of energy. And sometimes when it's difficult for me to get through the cards or shuffle, it's because there's a lot of energy here. Because usually I usually have cards just flying all over on their own, and sometimes I have to shuffle a little bit longer. Okay, look. Now we have the Chariot. We have the Ten of Wands, someone leaving a burden behind. The burdens, feeling overwhelmed, feeling overburdened. They're leaving that behind. That's an ending, and there's a new beginning, and they're charging forward. I look at this as a good omen here. For this spread, the sevens are very powerful numbers too. So for numerology, the 7 is enlightenment, like I was saying. Confidence, we have the yellow letting us know that there's courage, confidence, someone is ready to charge forward, ready to take this risk here. They're putting the burdens of the past behind, and they're ready to come towards you. And I have the High Priestess as well, and this is them trusting their intuition, and this is talking about balance. Now there will be balance here. I want to use my cartomancy to get the outcome instead. That's why I kept shuffling here. So we need an outcome here. What will be the outcome for Aquarius and their Love interest. What's the outcome, please? Oh, let's see. I'm not taking the jokers. Okay, so we have now the Eight of Spades. The Eight of Spades is not a good card. However, we do have these diamonds here. So I have an 8, the spades, and the 4. So what that's talking about, and again, I like to see 8s because, like I said, 8s talk about progress. But the spade is negative. It's actually one of the most negative cards in the Cartomancy deck. But it talks about an ending. It's in the regular tarot deck, an ace would be or a 1 would be a beginning, but this particular card is a bad omen. So let's see what's happening here. So with the 8 of diamonds, it talks about an event that will bring satisfaction. It's a good omen, but its power is not strong enough to balance out the negative aspects of the spade card, you see? So when the spade card is present, it trumps the positive aspects of the diamond card, okay? So this is a small success, but then there's a spade card. And the reason I think the spade card is showing up is because, remember, we have a tower moment here being predicted for the future potential here, okay? And the 8 of diamonds essentially refers to, it refers to something positive, good news. So it refers to good news, like you're getting good news. But then the spade card comes in and it kind of trumps the good news. It's like I said, the person wants to talk to you, but that doesn't mean that you're going to receive them right away. This is why there's a tower moment here. So the spade card is confirming that. So the spade card is a bad omen. It talks about sorrow. It talks about a depression. It also talks about a breakup, okay? But we have a diamond, you know, that comes after it. So because a diamond is coming after the spade card, it's a 4 of diamonds. This is actually a really good card. It's friendship and trust. So this could be talking about, like I said, a reconciliation, okay? There was a breakup, and now there's going to be a reconciliation. This is a good omen, and it talks about a strong bond. Okay, and it talks about being told the secret. And like I said, this person wants to come towards you to tell you something, you know. We got another spade card. This is a 6 of spades. Spades are bad in Cartomancy, by the way. So the 6 of spades, 6 of spades, it invokes lateness in the situation, and it talks about an unpredictable event. And it's still referring to the tower moment, like I was saying. The 6 of spades, it's small. It's kind of like a temporary hindrance. It's one of those things where it's really tiny. Like, oh, I called someone and they didn't answer. They didn't respond back until like 2 days later. Like something like a small annoyance. Okay, it talks about some type of upcoming problem, but it doesn't indicate nothing good or nothing bad. Okay, it's just like there's going to be something annoying, or something annoying may happen, or some type of small misunderstanding. Okay, so let's see what comes after the 6 of spades. The Cartomancy is going through the story. Okay, so I'm getting, oh, this is too many. Give me a good card. What's the outcome, please? What's the outcome, please? What's the outcome? Okay, I'm gonna let it flip. That was a good card actually, but it didn't really flip over. Usually when cards flip, we read them as reverse, but I don't read reversals in Cartomancy, so okay. So we have Eight of Clubs that came back out. This is the one that showed up and I said it was a good card. It came back out. Okay, so that means I was meant to pick it up. So the Eight of Clubs and the Seven of Clubs. All right, so those are really good cards. The Eight of Clubs talks about success. So the Eight of Clubs talks about success. Despite the difficulties you may have, this card announces a state of well-being following a time of great effort. The Eight of Clubs, The Eight of Clubs symbolizes in the next few weeks you're going to be getting really good news, okay? You're going to be getting good news that will bring satisfaction and rewards for your efforts. It is a good omen for you. So the Seven of Clubs now is coming in, and that card is talking about on an emotional level, it could relate to a thorny problem that you cannot resolve. This card invokes an important question with no answer. The Seven of Clubs shows a form of doubt that the consultant feels. Contrary to the other clubs, the Seven does not bring well-being and satisfaction, but uncertainty. Okay? It brings uncertainty, but at the same time, it says you have doubts in your current romantic situation. You fear the consequences of your actions. To not fall in immobility, which is stagnation, you will have to resolve your problems in the near future in order to evolve. Stay pragmatic and show some reaction. The other cards for the reading should help take on a decision. Okay, so it is talking about like, yeah, this person's going to come back. And remember, we talk about we read progressively, so nothing is going to be bunny rabbits, and rainbows and gumdrops. This is talking about real life stuff. Someone's going to reconcile with you, but you got to work through the details of the relationship. It's not going to be perfect at first. Okay, there may be some issues with the relationship with the person that you're dealing with, and then later on you guys can work through those, because remember, every situation is a test. Okay, it's a test, and it's to get you to change, to evolve, to become a better you, a better version of yourself. So I got another clubs card, and this club card is also it's a bit negative, not too negative, but it talks about unforeseen events. Okay, they're just letting you know that there may be some unexpected problems or an event that may cause a negative consequence. But again, when these cards, when it talks about a negative consequence, they're really small. It's like having an argument with someone. So let's clarify the Four of Clubs, what this consequence may be. What is this consequence? Now, on the contrary, this could be you not taking this person back. Remember, the Chariot can be moving forward, trusting your intuition and letting this go. Moving forward, starting a new cycle. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to take this person back. But I do see a reconciliation, because I do read intuitively as well. So the next card is, see, conflict. But after, see what I'm saying? So it is predicting that there will be some conflict, okay, in the beginning, because you guys are still working things out. You're smoothing out all the wrinkles, okay, because there's growth here. Okay, so what we see are, we have the Page of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands, and what we want to see is the King. So there's progression. Page moving into being a knight, and then he's going to turn into a king. Okay? But this person still needs to deal with their fears and their insecurities here, with the Page of Wands being in reverse. That's, a little bit of insecurity, a little bit of just feeling unmotivated. For me, it's apathy, it's depression. What else? Then we have the Ten of Swords. Half of the deck flew. Hold on. We also have the Ten of Swords. So this is in very negative energies that need to be healed through. So there will be a little bit of, and like I said, these are small obstacles. These are very tiny obstacles here. Okay, there may be some disagreements, misunderstanding, but look at this. You got the Four of Wands. Despite that, you still make each other happy. Okay, normal people have disagreements. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship. Okay, clarify the Five of Wands. Why is the Five of Wands being presented? Okay, the Five of Wands being presented here. Look. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups in reverse here. This still talks about contemplation. This talks about some delay here. But we have a 9, we have wish fulfillment, we have the 9 of Cups. This is a really good card to get. And then we have the 8. Again, another 8. It's coming in the reverse, but I see this as with the 8 of Pentacles, this is talking about needing to put in the hard work, needing to put in the effort in order to get this. This is why there's going to be a little bit of this here with the Five of Wands. But with the effort, your goal is to obtain this, and this will come, okay? Because like I said, you still got to put in the work. Even if it's coming in the reverse, you still got to put in the work. This is you contemplating. This is someone thinking. Now, it came in the reverse here, and the 4, again, talks about foundation and stability, okay? So with the Four of Wands, with the Four of Wands in the reverse, this could just be talking about, like I said, postponements, delays, when it comes to a few things, because this person is still, I'm sorry, this is the Four of Cups. This person is still working through a lot of trauma, okay? So when you're working on healing trauma, it could be a little bit of, there may be a little bit of difficulty with that, okay? The Five of Wands talk about challenge. It doesn't necessarily have to be a fight. It just means that the relationship will be challenging. Okay, it doesn't mean that, oh, you guys are going to be arguing and fighting all the time. No, it's just a challenging relationship that's going to force you guys both to grow at the same time. So seeing the Four of Cups in reverse doesn't necessarily mean anything negative. What it could mean is compromise. Four of Cups is talking about someone needing to compromise. There needs to be compromise here, okay? And seeing the 8 of Pentacles in reverse doesn't have to be negative either, okay? It could just be talking about effort, putting in work, putting in effort, okay, to make this relationship work. And like I said, the 8 is a double 4. It's stability. It's building a solid foundation, okay? And what this is talking about is when it comes in the reverse, this is just saying that both of you guys will need to put in the effort, okay? And it's talking about not doing things in a hasty way. It's talking about taking your time, building this foundation. Taking your time. This was your wish, okay? You wanted this. Taking your time. And we have a 4, foundation. Building the foundation, okay? So there will be success. It's not going to come easy. Remember that video I made called You Are the One. If you haven't seen it, you have found the one, go watch that. That was a progressive reading over a period of time. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's talking about the progression, the transition, the growth in a relationship, the growth between two partners, okay? You're going to have rough patches, but there will be growth. That is the goal here, is for growth, for you guys both to be able, see, again, hard work and persistence and patience, okay? Hard work, persistence and patience. The theme is 4s. I see a lot of 4s here now and a couple of 8s. Okay, like it's 7s. Then these are very, very powerful numbers here in numerology. So let's get one last card to end this extended reading. What should you expect? What should they expect? What should Aquarius expect, or Quash Watchers? What should they expect? Hey, okay, so it's a 9. You should be expecting the ending of this. The ending of feeling despair, the ending of feeling anxiety. The reason I laugh is because I was gonna say, well, you should expect to feel like that, but no, it's talking about ending. It's a 9 that's gonna end. Okay, it's talking about ending that. But when you read progressively, you don't read literal. The literal meanings don't always apply. A lot of people just read one layer of the tarot, and they fail to really look at the deeper message that's being presented. Okay, so someone would look at this and be like, well, oh, this means that he's gonna break your heart and make you not sleep. This means sleepless nights. It doesn't just mean sleepless nights. Okay, it's a 9. The 9s talk about completion. It could be a completion of an event, put you in this state, but then it could be that you're getting out of the state too. Okay, because sometimes you have to go through the despair to grow. Sometimes you have to feel that pain to grow, you know, growing pains. So the message for the 9 of Swords speaks of attainment, accumulation, and experience. You're learning through the suffering, you're learning through the experience, okay? So this is talking about guilt. When I see this card, I think about guilt and regret. But I feel like there is going to be a letting go of that, okay? Because now you're able to make a decision on how you want to move forward in your life, okay? So it asks you to look at what you have in life and stop feeling negative and feeling sorry for yourself, basically, okay? You may be going through inner conflicts because these are swords. This is in your head. You may be going into inner conflicts, but it doesn't have to affect your day-to-day life. So for me, this is talking about not rushing, okay? The 9 of Swords appears in a reading as a message to be patient, okay? Not to rush things, because that will hinder your own progress. The 9 of Swords reminds you to maintain faith and trust. Doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, this means you have sleepless nights. That's just one layer. This is talking about having faith and trust. The ending of feeling despair, having faith and trust for a new beginning, okay? So what is that new beginning going to look like? I said one more card, but I'm going to pull. Oh, God. The cards just want to fly out. See? The new beginning looks like this. This person wants to hold on to you with the 4 of Pentacles. They don't want to let you go. And they're going to make that offer, like I said. Okay? So, sometimes I got to pull a whole bunch of cards to tell my story. That I can see the story, but sometimes you got to give people a visual. So yes, Aquarius, this person is going to get it together. It's going to be a little work with this one, but they're going to get it together, okay? That is your extended reading.